it's MK and I am here with a Woodgrain and Winter layout that almost wasn't. So I tried to record this video about 3 times, and the first one I deleted on accident. The second one I did not push the record button, or I didn't push it enough times to actually get it to start to record. I don't know. Either way, this is the process that I was in before I realized that my camera was not on. So I'm briefly just pointing out all the things that I've done. I've taken my little strips of paper, used my edge distresser. I have a title up at the top. I have sorted out a few of the things. I still need to sort out this box or this little bag here of all these goodies. And now you guys are all caught up. I do apologize that I don't know what happened. It must have just been in the rush of getting it done, the excitement of getting the layout started. I don't know. I do know the first part of it was my fault. I had it recorded. I had all the papers shown of what I was doing, all the supplies that I was using, my usual beginning of a video. And I completely erased it. So that was all on me. Well, then I went and cut out my photos and matted them on a Simple Stories Christmas Lodge paper, which you can't tell because it looks like they're just matted on white. And then I looked up and realized that I deleted all of my content. So I went and re-showed you guys the papers again and started putting my layout together, how I was going to put, I think I put 7 on one side and 5 on the other side. I left a little gap in between the wood veneers or the wood grain, so that way my striped paper can lay in the gutter and then kind of stick up and have that ruffled edge or distressed edge. So I did that, and then I just realized, hey, guess what? You're not recording. And I was looking up right as I was starting to separate all of these embellishments and get ready to start the embellishing process. And so I'm sorry, you guys. That is all on me. The wood grain is from 49 and Market. It was their Vintage Orchard collection. I think that's all that it was called. The stripes are from Simple Stories Christmas Lodge. The red paper is scraps from ornaments that I created this year for my card swap. And it is from P13, a paper stack that has solid paper on one side and fussy cut paper on the other side. And then, of course, my main featured paper, which is this gorgeous green, is from the Christmas Spectacular by 49 and Market as well. So those are my supplies. I have a little baggie of, well, it wasn't little, it was big, of labels and wordy bits and things like that left over from the Christmas Spectacular. That is pretty much all that I have left over from Christmas Spectacular. I think I have 1 or 2 sheets of paper left, and then some chipboard from the page kit. And I think that's about it. And this was my collection that I used last year. So all of these little tickets and things that I'm getting ready to use are all from the Christmas Spectacular. The wood veneer that I am using for today was today's Advent Calendar Gifties. It also came with, I believe this one came with a stamp set. Oh my gosh, see, now I can't even remember, because I actually put the stamp set with the day that I'm going to be using it, which I think is on Thursday this week. It just didn't make any sense to use it with this particular, as soon as I saw the shelf wood veneer, I knew that I had to do a layout about our elf on the shelf, because he was quite active in 2022. I don't usually take a whole lot of pictures. I definitely don't do a 2-page spread. Normally he gets an 8.5 by 11 or an 8.5 by 8.5 layout for the album, but this year he was quite active. I mean, he went, what is that called? Zip lining, and made a bunch of cookies, and then got into the Nutella and made a big old mess on the Nutella, but shared a recipe using it. And then, of course, he tried to fix one of Isaac's Lego cars, which, yeah, Isaac wasn't too happy about. That's his pride and joy. But it was quite funny to see him hanging out, with Dad's tools and getting it underneath that truck. So it was all good fun. I loved all of the naughty or nice items that I had found. This little tag, which I believe was part of a swap that I was in. I wish there was a sign behind it because I do not remember where this tag came from. If it didn't come in a swap, then it came from Scrapbook Addicts. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember where it came from, but it was all by its lonesome. But I love how it said naughty or nice and you check the box. So that was kind of cool. I do have this little postage chipboard that is from Dusty Attic. So I went ahead and gave it a good inking. It just says naughty or nice around it as well. And then I think it says something like around the house, I think is what it says. I think it says, or counting the days with the elf. That's what it says, counting the days. And then I'm going to add the word with, and then it says elf on the shelf. So it's kind of like a little subtitle on there. And in fact, I think I put the words elf on the shelf in there about twice. I have my flare from last year's advent calendar. That is the larger flare. And then my two little mini peppermint flares are from a mini flare collection, not collection, but like set, mini flare set from the Scrap and Happy Studio that I picked up last year as well. So I got a lot of things last year. I am so excited with how my Christmas supplies are dwindling. I mean, so much to where I really want to do a video of sharing with you guys how little supplies I have left after this month. It's going to be so much fun because I didn't think I was ever going to see the bottom of the barrel when it came to my Christmas supplies. But this year, not buying a collection is really making me work and use what I already have. And I was talking with my good best friend Janet last night, and it was nice because she was saying that, you get bored with your supplies, and so you kind of go out and you buy a few new things to help make it look a little less boring, right? And you just kind of use new with old to make it better, right? Well, this challenge, I didn't buy anything new. Like, I don't have anything new except what was gifted to me in a card exchange and things like that, because I do like to deconstruct my cards and use what I can, especially handmade cards, you guys. I'm not a keeper of cards, but I do like to reuse what I get from cards. So I will take apart a saying, I will take apart a cute little, I'll use my punch to punch out, certain sections of the cards, all those kinds of things. And so I really do like reusing my card supplies. And so anyways, I definitely have enjoyed a lot using up all of the things. And I'm just so excited to share with you guys what little Christmas supplies, because Christmas always seems to be the one that we have the most of, which I don't understand that. I don't, if anybody knows why, I would love to know, but I don't know. So on my layout, before I run out of video footage, because, it's only half there, I went ahead and I made a couple shelves using these stickers from the Simple Stories Christmas Lodge collection. And I was just making more shelves, and I thought, oh my gosh, these little wood veneers that came in the kit with the shelf, and then it also came with a lamp, a coffee mug with steamed, so it has like coffee in it, and a kitty cat. I just chose to use the things that you would find on the shelf, right? Now the lamp, maybe I personally think it would be on the desk. Is Kalvin crooked? It looks a little crooked, but I don't think I notice it because I keep going. Plus, it's all glued down. Like, I literally used liquid adhesive before checking to see if it was crooked, but it's okay. So it just is a cute little title that says Meet Kalvin, and he checks to make sure that the kids are naughty or nice all throughout throughout the month. And then I'm going to use a lot of these stickers and whatnot, but I thought that it was a cute idea to create little shelves since I'm talking about the elf on the shelf. And so I took the little plants from my wood veneer and created another shelf to put them on. And I don't know. I just think it's fun. And then I'm going to spread these black and white tiny word stickers throughout my photos that just basically talk about the mischief that he's getting into. I don't know, the joy, the sweets, I'm not really sure exactly. I think one of them says the elf did it. Um, I like using the word believe all the way around because it is, one of those things where, you know, you don't really want to make it a chore to do all of these things for your kids. But I always boast about the fact that I have teenagers and they love looking for the elf every morning. They love, seeing what he's up to. They love just looking for him and reading his little sign to see what he has to say today and all those little things. I do buy a kit every year to make this job a lot easier. They're prompts. They come with little cards and sometimes little props that are used for him. I do have several of these kits. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with all of these kits. Like, I don't want to throw them away because they're good props. And I'm hoping maybe by the time that, it's just me and my daughter, I can make up my own little kit, but I really don't want to reuse the cards. Like I'm enjoying getting different cards every year, even though sometimes he's doing the same thing. Like, 3 years in a row, he's done a relax day, which is more closer to Christmas. He does like a spa day. And I use the same bathtub. I don't use the same cotton balls, but I use cotton balls. I have these little cucumber, little disc things that I put on his eyes and all that, but the card is different every year. And so this year it actually has like a price quote of guess what the elf is doing and how much it cost him and whatnot. And so anyways, that is my layout for today. I finished it off with just a little bit of Dina Wakley white. I splattered all throughout my little layout. And that is quickly, the rest of the story. Seeing how you guys didn't get to see me put the layout down, but it is pretty simple. I did use a lot of the paper. I think I only have one little strip of the wood grain paper left, like an inch and a quarter or something like that. But yeah, I really wanted to use up that green paper, but I did not want to use it up as just a photo mat, right? I wanted it to stick out. So anyways, that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please be sure to check out Janet Fritz's channel to see what she is doing. I know this isn't a real Woodgrain and Winter day, like a scheduled day, but I'm still going to put the playlist down below, so that way if you guys are looking for more inspiration on how to use your wood grain papers, especially throughout the Christmas time, because that's the easiest time for me to pull out wood grain. But yeah, go ahead and check out the playlist for anyone else. And then we've got our Facebook group links down below, so that way you guys can go and check out what we're doing over on Facebook. All right. Again, I will check you guys all later, and thanks. Bye.